Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is the game War in the Pacific, Admiral's Edition. This is my play by email match against Xargun. He is Allied Commander and for me it is Empire of Japan. This is Scenario 1 on game version 26B. Yeah, the last days was not too active. I still struggle to achieve my total victory at Singapore and finish my Malayan campaign. And yeah, Fiji is also still not under control, but overall it is okay. Here is a small special operation on the way, trying to sail around Singapore, and some motor patrol craft is coming out and trying to intercept me. Normally they don't have really the firepower to do this. So at the end, and we have here low moonlight, nothing happens. I continue to send support troops to Mindanao, taking all the bases before we have this big battle for the mountain, the peak of the island. All the rest is only smaller bases around Marshall Islands and at Fiji, so that there's no submarine base or Navy search AV ship looking in some dot base and searching and scouting my movement of ships in the future. Now it's daytime. We see it again, this time I think 1 hex more source, but at the end both don't engage. And yeah, so I sail around and there's no one really in Singapore able to intercept me. I mean, I search and scout recon Singapore for many days now, so I know exactly what is there. And I try to take on war. Of course, these are all ground attacks, all with the purpose to slow down and kill Chinese units in the open terrain. And I also attack Singapore airfield, but not really any hit. What is the weather? Heavy rain. Oh, yeah. But 20,000 altitude. So we have more or less here, I think 3 armies, one in north of Xi'an, one northeast of Xi'an, and the other one southeast of Xi'an. And I hope that I can catch them and defeat them one by one. That is much easier for me than if they are grouping up in one big cluster. Then I don't know if I have the attack power for this. British. Here are some buffaloes, and I sweep them. This is here's also some British units under this attack column, and I'm able to kill one buffalo. Oh, okay. No game changer yet. This is clear terrain, but not really. I think Xargun is maybe moving in combat mode, so he's half speed, but my airstrikes are really not inflicting much casualties, even in clear terrain. But we also have here several storms, so of course it's a factor. And my 10,000 altitude is for ground attack a little high. But the British, they have good flak guns, so and yeah, for me it's enough if they are slow. Good. After I kick out the Australians out of Buna, we fight now for this jungle hex. Phoebish Assault or landing first. Ocean Island, the second smaller resource base the Japanese can maybe use to ship resources back to Japan. A little far away. But I will more or less use send all the resources to Truk, and once I have enough, I maybe make a big convoy from Truk back to Japan. So this is the standard bombardments, suppressing fire. This is a cleanup operation. This was a defeated Chinese corps. It's now really empty, but not destroyed, so that is always the best case. If they are to 80% destroyed or 90% destroyed, it's the best for the Japanese at the end, because then no automatic rebuild and need replacement, and this consumes supplies. So, and this was similar, was retreated now here back in this rough jungle area. Bombardments, again, killing every day some squads, but it's very slow progress. Kokong. My defeated two divisions arrived here out of the north, so I have now here more attack power, and I will maybe try to attack next turn. And these are the British. They are too slow to retreat. This was all only base force, two base forces, and the rest is some smaller equipment. So battle for Suva with HQ support. I have 1-to-1, but I have casualties. These are all Navy Guard units, so they're cheap to rebuild, but again, I cannot defeat the Australian American forces there. Or New Zealand Australian. New Zealand American, I think. Well, I don't know if they're Australian New Zealand, but allies. Good. Porta Princesa is only a small base force. Not much equipment here. And Ocean Island, these are Australian, the dark green guys, also the victory. And these two guys I must take care to. So, ground attacks in China, still no victory in Suva, but in Burma I achieve a smaller victory over the British. Commonwealth troops. But it's in the not so super exciting turn, but it's okay. Air losses are even, 3 to 4. I killed 2 buffaloes, so one was killed directly, the other one was damaged and tried to return, but never arrived at the base. And one Catalina. Yeah, 3 airplanes, yes, correct. So for me, for me it is 2 killed pilots, plus this airframes. No ships sunk last turn, no sinking sound, everything is fine. So this unit is now really completely broken, there's not more much inside. From original, I think 10 or 20,000 what the Chinese have, down to 80-90%. This unit jumped back to the base, so it's now in this cluster, so I don't know more, but yeah. Here's one unit also heavily broken. I only must make sure that it's not cut my supply line at the highway, so I must follow up and reopen the hex. And here we have this situation that here's the Chinese defeated Xi'an army. This is the Chinese Yan'an army, was never defeated. And here is the big central Chinese army out of this area. I think it kicks them a little, but I think they're at least 50% maybe attack value left. And I cut more or less between them, so they are all isolated and stay on their own. And I hope I can simply first take out maybe these guys. If I take the mountains and then this army is also not able to retreat to the supply, then I can maybe fight here in the north. But this is not easy, and what I do here with this southern army, I'm not so sure. I simply hope if I control the hexes around and there are not many supplies coming to this unit, and then I really don't must care them too much. This is like in Clarkfield, you block them and they cannot attack you because they don't have supplies, and if they're staying in the hex like this, of course they're blocking the highway. So sooner or later I must find a solution. So I arrived here with my attack power in Kukong. I have maybe enough now, double than the Chinese. This is a double terrain, so I can at least try to achieve a victory. We will see. In Burma, I march north. The British are moving here around. I have a Thai unit trying to come up, but I'm a little too late. Well, nothing really else here. Nothing to see around Singapore. This was my convoy. I have a special operation for these guys, but nothing really happens. In Mindanao, more troops arriving so that I can take all the bases. And first, if I take all bases, then I can go for mountains. And normally, if there's no base on the island more, then the unit cannot retreat. You must have a base on your own on the island to official retreat, because then there's no hope, I think. This is also why in Porta Processor there's no base, so they give up. So sometimes it's better simply take this base first before Porta Processor, or this unit will try to escape to the east. The rest is all logistics, and it is fine. My submarines are not very successful these days. Maybe I've had the battle here, but again, the only other action we had here today was at Suva, and I still was not able to achieve. This unit is half damaged, and this unit is more or less burned out. You can see this unit is really dead. The support is maybe not dead, and the heavy equipment is also all fine. Always 4, so here are 2 anti-tank guns getting destroyed. 1 mortar getting destroyed. The heavy machine gun guys lost a lot. From 12 only 4 left, and from the infantry squads most are destroyed. So this unit is more or less to 90% destroyed, or 80% at least combat value. I have to call this unit back to Nadi and heal in Nadi. The rest is okay, it's only disabled, and I think he is also 1 guy missing. Or originally they're 108. So, yeah. And Navy Guard units are very easy and fast and cheap to rebuild. Yeah, nothing else really to see here. Then see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.